So it is a special edition of Diary of a Foster. I have picked up the new quasi-hospice kitten. Her name is Cookies and Creme. She's got a head injury. It's not graphic, so you don't need to go hide and stop watching. But we're going to kind of talk through some of my thought processes when I get a new kitten like this. And you're not going to be subjected to full feeding because that's a pain in the butt. And she's going to take forever because she's a pain in the butt. She's a cute pain in the butt. She's a pain in the butt. Remote so I can turn the camera off without grabbing it, Jill. Smart Clara. Okay, so normally you'll notice I don't wear gloves. Every rescue has different philosophies on this. Every rescuer has different philosophies. The rescuing I do is usually very, very small groups, so my cross-contamination potential is usually low. And I think kittens do better if they have the hand contact at different points in time. But again, follow your rescue's rules, and that's a very good piece of advice for all of this. Please do what your rescue says first. Don't do what Clara says first. This is general ideas and concept, not technique. So, in Austin at the moment, we have a gnarly upper respiratory infection that's making the rounds. The last thing this baby needs is to pick up said upper respiratory infection and have to deal with that on top of having a head injury. So, gloves for the baby. I am allergic to latex, so I use vinyl gloves or some of the fancy nitrile ones, but I use those more when I need to actually have good physical contact to do things for like feeding tubes or more precise things. So, first things first. Oh. Come here, monkey. I know. Hi. So, this is Cookies and Creme. Can I hold you up for a second? Okay. Hi, baby. Hi. She's a tuxedo. And first thing and foremost, she's noisy. We like that. Noisy is good. So, real person. Yeah, I can't see without readers on. I know. So, here we go. So she has a puncture wound right here to the top of her head. Looks like a tooth went straight down. There's a little bit of a dent behind it. So I'm thinking, hi baby, smaller dog. And it's gonna be hard for y'all to see because she is a tuxedo black kitten. This eye is swollen shut. There's some additional swelling behind it. So her head's a little poofed out. Other eye looks good. Hi baby, hi. Other eye looks good. Claws are out. So this is a good reflex action. Her claws are out. You didn't see it now, but earlier she's pushing herself around. This is a fat and generally healthy baby. This is, if we had gotten this baby in out of the wild, we would be saying, who stole the baby from Mama Cat? Because that happens very frequently. So the other good thing is she's moving around. She's about 2 weeks old and change. And you're hearing Nutsy yelling through the bathroom door now. She's 2 weeks old and change, and so she's pushing herself up and trying to walk again. That's a good thing. Now, in her case, based on feedback from her foster overnight, she is being a fusspot when it comes to the bottle. So rather than just using the bottle, Miracle Nipple, everybody's favorite if you're been doing this kind of fostering for any length of time, I'm a big advocate of using the e-syringe. It lets me tell exactly how much has gone into the kitten. I don't have to worry if the kitten poops or pees on me. I know exactly how much food has gone into kitten. It's my preference for medically fragile or tricky eaters because there's nothing worse than feeding your kitten and then getting pooped on and peed on before you get them onto the scale. So her formula's been warmed up already. We are going to pour it from the bottle into the syringe. We're gonna do not a huge feeding because again, she's struggling a little bit and there could be a couple of reasons for that. It's like shoot formula all over my bathroom. So it's gonna end up being around 9 cc's once it's all said and done. So in her case, hi monkey. Hi monkey. Nutsy honey, Mama does not need help, thank you. Okay. So we're gonna do a sideways approach. She's not latching real well. So we're going to kind of do it sideways. Now, the older kittens are, the more of a pain in the butt it is to get them to switch to a nipple because they've, rubber nipple, they've been on mom. This gets in their mouth and they know this is the wrong thing. So little kittens, especially little kittens with full tummies, will not always tolerate the nipple real well. And so then you have to scooch feed them a little bit at a time. Oh, there we go. She is not happy with this. She says, this is yuck. Don't like, don't want. I know. We're going to give her a break. The critical thing when you're doing this is to be sure, don't flood the kitten's mouth with formula. You will drown your kitten and aspirate them, and nobody wants that. We don't need that right now, do we, honey? No. Okay. I am personally a big, we are a Kitten Lady Stan account over here. I like Hannah's approach to presenting information. I think it reaches a wide range of audiences. So generally, if you have technique questions, I'm probably going to send you to Kitten Lady. One of the things, oops, hold on. Oh, let's get away. One of the things that she provides that for my type of fostering makes me happy is she gives a chart that estimates out feeding amounts based on scale weight. My rescue uses percentages. I can't calculate percentages to save my life. I never have been able to. I stress out. Hannah says at X number of grams, feed this much. It works for me. Again, follow your rescue protocol and make sure your kitten is getting appropriate amounts of food so that they are growing. Hi. As you can see, she is not real keen on this at all. See the both paws going up there? That is a kitten who's like, oh, nope, we done. Guess what though? You're not. You're not. It is really important for her that we give her some space, but also don't listen to her cues right now, because this kitten is full of massive amounts of pain drugs because of the bite injury to her head. This kitten is feeling no pain at all. If this kitten could talk, she would be talking about pink fuzzy elephants. Pink fuzzy elephants. Sorry, baby. Okay. Come on. There we go. So as you can see, though, the nice thing about the syringe, again, is it's a easy way to see how much has gone in. You can see I've got a little bit left. It's gotten around 5 cc's, 6 in. Good. Almost done, baby. Yeah, she's so not happy with this. And again, tiny amounts. You'll notice that I'm pausing. I give her a break. I wipe her mouth off. Kittens don't like to be gross and yucky. The other thing you're going to notice is I'm being very attentive of her head. I don't want to put pressure on her head. It's one reason I'm not tube feeding. Tube feeding sometimes requires a firm grip to keep them from thrashing. And I'm not going to do that to somebody with a head injury because I don't want to squish anything. So that's why we are not tube feeding. Although tube feeding could be an option in this situation, but she's swallowing and is feeding herself reasonably well with a little bit of coaxing. Hi. Are you getting a coax? Are you getting a coax? Good girl. Good girl. So we're going to finish her up and potty her quietly and privately. So those are your basics, though, on kind of our initial look at a injured kitten, just to get a baseline of where they're at. Again, good signs. Fat kitten. Fat kitten. You fat? Are you fat? You fat? Fat and noisy and mobile are all really, really good things. So keep your fingers crossed. Things can go very sideways over the next several days, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed. And have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.